Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that taught us His word. I just wanted to speak on, adultery and jealousy. Jealousy can be a heavy spirit on a man, and how you're not supposed to, deal with women that have boyfriends. It's against the scriptures, against the law of adultery, and how jealousy is the rage of man. You got to be careful out here. If you meet a woman at the job, meet a woman at the bar or wherever, one of the first things you should ask, it's if you have a man, you got a husband, a boyfriend, whatever, and if she gives you an answer of anything other than no, then you leave her alone, man. Because there's all types of cases, where jealousy is the rage of man. You got some crazy guy coming after you, man. Or the Most High may put the spirit on somebody to put you to death for that, man. Adultery is a serious crime, man. It affects a lot of men. We've all been there, being in the world, being in the truth. You're really not supposed to catch feelings for women like that. You're supposed to know better than that. Don't give your spirit, your soul over to a woman, because none of these women are right on this side. But back in the world, we all dealt with that woman that we cared about, and we all had them suspicions of her cheating or whatever, being jealous. It's a heavy emotion, strong, and you're supposed to be more mindful of that. You always got to ask a woman, if you have a boyfriend, if she does, you don't deal with her. As simple as that. Just keep pushing. But yeah, I got this article, from the LA Times. It was dated back in November 2017, but I just came across it today. It's entitled 18-year-old killed by co-worker's jealous boyfriend, Fontana police say. A 20-year-old man is suspected of killing his girlfriend's co-worker by chasing him in a truck and plowing into him at a 7-Eleven in Fontana, authorities say. John Nito was jealous of Christian Dominguez Aguilar, 18, who occasionally received a ride home from Elizabeth Mancilia, 20. Fontana Police Sergeant Kevin Caltara said in a statement. Yeah, so I guess her friends at work or whatever, maybe they had a relationship going on, maybe they didn't, but she was taking him home, by this woman. Nito surmised that Dominguez Aguilar and Mancilla were having a relationship, a suspicion that the police believed was untrue, the statement said. Yeah, she probably, she'll say anything to get out of trouble, About 7:15 p.m. Wednesday, Nito was waiting when Mancilla dropped off Dominguez Aguilar at 7-Eleven on the 1770 block of Foothill Boulevard. Driving a white Chevy Silverado, Nito took off after Dominguez Aguilar, who fled on foot, police said. When his first attempt at running down the victim failed, he tried again, this time striking the young man by ramming into the convenience store, Caltara said. Mancilla witnessed the incident and did not call the police or try to help Dominguez Aguilar. Instead, she picked up Nito, whose truck was disabled, and dropped him off at his San Bernardino residence. So she didn't give a damn about, the dude that she was, friends with. She left him there and took her man back to his house. So it's just a bad deal. You don't want to deal with these women that got boyfriends, man. Dominguez Aguilar Fontana resident was taken to the hospital where he died. Authorities found the couple Thursday morning at Mancella's home. Nito was arrested on suspicion of murder, and Mancella was arrested on suspicion of accessory to murder. The two, who have a child together, were booked at West Valley Detention Center. So yes, the police believed that there wasn't a relationship, but like I said, she was, she'll say anything, a woman will say anything to get out of trouble. But yeah, man, it was a bad deal, which, she was taking another man home, driving him home to work. So of course he got suspicious of it, It's that jealousy, It said that they had a child together, so he invested some real feelings into this woman. First scripture is Proverbs 6 and 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding, and he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. Yeah, he got a wound, alright, through a convenience store by this guy's truck. It was a hell of a wound. For jealousy is the rage of man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He didn't spare. John Nito, he didn't spare in the day of vengeance. He carried it through. Next scripture, because that's part of the law, man. Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So he did somewhat of a righteous thing, but he should have put her to death too. That would have been the righteous thing. But in this society, you can't do that. I'm not advocating you go out there and take someone's life, but according to the scriptures, that's how serious adultery is, man. So yeah, if you meet a woman, because you don't know what type of dude she got at home or whatever, all these guys out here on antidepressants, a bunch of alcoholics, a bunch of drug addicts out here, you don't know what type of man this guy is. So you can have some real drama, So you always ask, you don't want to be dealing with no women, man, that got boyfriends, or, it's complicated. If a woman says it's complicated, you better leave her alone, man. Next scripture is Ecclesiasticus, the Apocrypha, chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. Yeah, sit not at all with another man's wife. It's the office scripture. You work with certain women. Let's go for lunch. Next thing you know, you guys are falling, catching feelings for one another, and she has a man at home. That's the big thing at the office place, man. A lot of adultery goes on, in the office environment, the work environment. I remember a few years back, maybe not that long, they hired this new this woman that came to the job, man, a little Judite chick, young, straight out of college. I was like, oh man, so of course, I had to, talk to her, figure out what she was all about, talking. She had this little high-pitched voice that she would always have when she was talking with me, cute little chick. And one day, I walked by her cubicle, and she had a picture of her and some other guy. I was like, oh man, I can't deal with her now. Everything just stopped. it's like, forget it, I can't deal with this girl. So I just stopped talking to her. And now to this day, she kind of gives me like, kind of rolls her eyes at me or whatever, because I just kind of stopped dealing with her. But I can't pursue nothing. I didn't even ask her. I just saw that picture. I was like, okay, that looks like her boyfriend. I can't deal with this girl. I can't talk to her no more. So I just don't want to put myself in that position, sitting down with another man's wife, whatever. So you gotta cold cut that off, once you find out that a woman has a boyfriend or whatever. And you just move on to the next one. There's plenty of women out here, But yeah, as far as sit not at all with another man's wife, you don't go out to lunch, you don't sit and have long conversations with a woman with a boyfriend or a husband. I limit my conversations to, hey, how you doing? Okay, great, have a good day. These girls are my job. Once I find out they got husbands at home, it's like you can't deal with that, man. You shouldn't want to either. It should be an easy thing to cut them women off. Find out she has a boyfriend, okay, that's it, done, boom. On to the next one, Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thou heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. So that leads nothing but to destruction, man. That adultery. Most High just may put the spirit on that man to come after you, to put you to death. So yeah, I just want to speak on that a little bit. With that, Shalom.